And welcome back to GAC Night, spending time with our in-studio guest, Ms. Taylor Swift, celebrating the release, the countdown underway, Fearless, November 11th. 13 songs, right?
Yeah, the 13.
It's a little bit different from the last album that you released. There's a lockdown on this album, and I'm sure everybody kind of making sure this doesn't get out. But there is one song that a lot of people do know, and it is Change. This has really led the way for the NBC Olympic coverage.
It was so cool when I got the call that the Olympics was interested in using Change for their, playing it during the Olympics. I was so excited because at first I thought it was going to be like some compilation CD that they were going to put together, or some kind of little smaller campaign like that. But when they said they actually wanted to play the song on the Olympics,
right,
I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
How cool. And this really was a song that originated, am I right about this? I read that kind of started from you being on this independent label, Big Machine, and saying, we need to change. We could break down these walls.
This song was majorly inspired by award shows,
yeah.
which is weird because it seems like a competition, like, you know, sports type thing. But it's really about how I realized that being on a small record label, I wasn't going to get any favors. I wasn't going to be handed anything. I was going to have to work really, really hard to get on a tour. I was going to have to work really hard to get nominated for things. And looking back, I'm really glad that that was the case. But you know, at the time, I was frustrated by it, and that's when I wrote the lines like, you know, it's a sad picture, the final blow hits you, somebody else gets what you wanted again. And it's like, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish it until I thought that it had become different, you know, so I just put it down. And that's like one of the only times I've ever put a song down, just because I couldn't finish it until I knew things had changed. And I finished that song the night after I won the CMA Horizon Award, and looked over and saw the president of my record label crying. And I just felt like that was the night that everything changed for me. And I felt like, you know what, it doesn't matter that we're small. I can't believe this happened.
Defying the odds to achieve major success, a multi-platinum selling debut CD with 3 million. Now you're about to release your second album, one of the most highly anticipated new albums in country music.
Aww.
Horizon Award winner of the CMAs. You took home the ACM as well early in the year. Now November 12th, we look forward, of course. You're up for female vocalist and a performance as well to come. The day after your new album will make its face will be revealed. And I say face, too, because I know you're excited about this album artwork, which I have yet to see. Right? This is something I know you're
really excited about. The album artwork because it had a lot to do with it. Like, I had this vision for how I wanted it to look. And I wanted each picture to have a purpose and have a meaning. Like, a lot of times people will go out and, this is what we did for the first album. Like, you go out into a field and the photographer shoots pictures and you figure out where you're going to put them in the album booklet. But I felt like I wanted this album booklet to have more meaning than that, and have each picture have a reason and a meaning. And so what I did was I met with the photographer and I played him the whole record. Wow. And I said,
what a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, there are visuals that are drawn in each song, but I want to hear which ones speak to you the most. I'll let you know what I think are the most important songs on the record, but I want you to have ideas of it too. And he took notes, and you know, for example, there's a song called Breathe on the album, and the chorus is, I can't breathe without you, but I have to. And so in the picture for that song on the album booklet, I'm in an evening gown underwater. Wow. Like underwater. And, you know, I can't breathe without you underwater. I'm underwater. That's why I can't. Right. So it's like little things like that are painted in the album, and the pictures were taken all for a purpose.
With listening to you and going, an artist, a songwriter, a performer, marketing genius.
Thank you.
You really have captured all of those, and all of those elements, of course, equaling to success. And we have so much more to talk about. Those CMAs, you got away with talking about what you're performing, what you're wearing, but that's okay, because everybody in the green room right now, your label go, whoosh, keep that under wraps. November 12th, we look forward to it.
Thank you.
Stick around, a lot more with Taylor Swift, and when we come back, stay with us. And welcome back to GAC Night, spending time with our co-host, Ms. Taylor Swift. New CD, Fearless, in stores November 11th. And by the way, I have to mention American Music Awards. We talked about the CMAs. AMAs coming out November 23rd. You're nominated for Female Vocalist. It's all fan voting. That's cool.
I'm so excited because the fan voter awards are the ones that mean the most to me. Like, it makes me so excited to be nominated for an award that's fan voted. Yeah. And I love the people on MySpace so much, and the people that are out there having my back. It's so exciting, and you know,
I have to tell you that.
Vote, please.
Cast your vote, not ashamed
Yeah.
to say. I have to tell you that my niece Kristen is just obsessed with your music. She's one of those people with MySpace, and she often calls me and says that she should have my job because she totally knows more about you than I do.
Oh my gosh.
And she's constantly like
Tell her I
competing
love
with me.
her.
Yeah, she's quizzing me all the time, and she's like, "I bet you don't even know like Taylor's favorite things. Like,
Oh
I bet you
my
don't know this.
God.
I bet you don't know this." So
That's so cute.
I know she's really getting on my nerves. But, but TheTaylorNation.com. I logged on. I got her the deluxe edition because it comes with the bracelet and the box and all of that. I mean, just
Yeah.
so a lot different surrounding the release of this new CD, Fearless.
That's
It's
so
like,
cool.
again, so much excitement. But the fans, are you ever surprised at the focus, or you know, I don't want to say the obsession, but just the attention that you get? And I guess maybe due to the internet, it's just so instant, you know?
I like it. I mean, as far as the internet, that's one of my favorite things. And
Yeah.
talking to people on MySpace, and when I can put up a blog and tell people what I'm doing and have them all know, post a bulletin and it shows up right there on their computer screen. It's really exciting for me because, you know, MySpace started when I was in like 8th grade. And it was, I just got a MySpace because all my friends had them, and
Right.
they did that instead of email. And I didn't know that it would get to a point where I had 1 million friends on MySpace. Like, that blows me away.
But how do you deal, though, with the line between what they want to know about you personally as to what they want to know about the music?
Well, the place where I feel it's appropriate to talk about that and be completely candid is in my songs. And anything you want to know, I'm sure you'll hear on my 3rd record. But, you know, I feel like the people that I look up to the most, like Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, the way that they handled their relationship was really cool because you kept your focus on Keith's music, you kept your focus on Nicole's movies. They didn't confirm that they were dating until they were married. And I think that that's, you know, yeah, I'm single right now, but it's like if I was dating somebody, I think it's important to make sure that the focus is on your music. My music is where I'm always going to be personal. I don't hold anything back in that.
So we're not going to find out until you're married, and your mom's here, so mom not allowed to get married until she's 35, right? I think that's the way it works.
No, it's going to be late.
Stick
Late
around.
in life.
A lot more with Taylor Swift. We come back. Stay with us.